Oxford, known the world over for its history and university. A city where just over 70% of voters rejected the Leave politics and opted for Britain to stay in the European Union. 18-year-old students Benedict and James were too young to vote in the referendum back then. How do they feel about what's now happening with Brexit?
Ultimately, I don't want us to be tied to Europe for years to come in a kind of limbo.
I'm not too fussed about what outcome there is, whether we're in the Union, out of the Union, whether we have a soft or hard Brexit. Really just a deal that works, and actually works for us and for young people especially, with working abroad, with opportunities to study abroad.
Benedict, if you had the chance to vote now whether Brexit should happen or not, which way would you go?
Personally, I would vote to continue leaving the European Union because we are too far gone, I feel, to try and reintegrate with Europe and remain in the European framework.
Well, that's the view of students, but what do people more widely here in Oxford think about Brexit after all that's happened since the referendum and all that turmoil engulfing Westminster? We're going to do a little vote of our own in the streets here. There are 3 questions on our ballot paper: whether Theresa May's Brexit deal should be backed, whether Parliament should reject it, or whether people think there should be a second referendum.
I think a lot of the British public were lied to in the first referendum, and I think this time when there's more information about what is actually being offered with Brexit, the people need to have another chance to have a vote.
Yeah, there was a lot of lies, I'd agree with that. So I think I'd go for another vote if I could.
So the deal is the right one?
It is the right one.
You said that the deal should go through. Why is that?
As far as I know, just because I'm so bored with the whole thing, and I assume she's done her best.
But do you understand what's in the deal?
No, not at all. Does anybody?
So how can you say it should go through?
Just to get to an end of it, to have certainty.
Well, the final results are in. We've spoken to just under 30 people in the past 20 minutes or so, and the result is overwhelming. Most people, by far, want a second referendum. Oxford, like other cities up and down the UK, waits with wonder. What next for Brexit Britain as Westminster fights over its future? Damon Embling, Euronews, Oxford.